Feed is always an important part of caring for your mini pig, and it's important as you go into winter to think about their whole diet and other ways that you can care for your mini pig to help keep them warm and active. So as the season starts changing and it's getting colder outside, it's snowing right now here in Omaha, we want to make sure that we help pigs acclimate to the changing temperatures. Now, some pigs live outside all year long, others are inside, but for all pigs, it's very important that they have plenty of outdoor access time. They need to run around, dig in the ground, root around, and have access to sunlight. So for indoor pigs, that changing temperature, it really helps to give them time to acclimate. So as you start letting them out in the winter and it's cold and maybe they don't really like it being cold and snowing outside, try to encourage them to stay out, as long as they're not shivering or really begging at the door to come in. Let them get that acclimation. And for all pigs, especially those that are outside all the time, but even those that you just let have yard access for a while, you want to make sure that you have a really good warm enclosure for the pigs to stay in and escape from the winter elements. So, of course, 4 walls, a roof, and really well insulated. Straw can be a great insulator, great bedding, and some old blankets can also help provide them some comfort. And you think about also just mini pigs and pig in general's normal behavior. If you have multiple animals, they like to huddle and kind of snuggle together, and they really generate a lot of warmth that way and can stay warm together while outside, even in pretty cold temperatures. Another great way to help keep your mini pigs warm in winter is to incorporate more hay into their diet. So here's an example of some Timothy hay, and it is a great source of fiber for pigs. It also helps them satisfy that grazing behavior that's really important for them in winter when there might not be actual grass on the ground to graze from. And when pigs eat hay and more fiber in general, it takes a lot more effort to digest, and it can generate more internal body heat and help keep the pigs warm. Another great thing to think about, and really important, is that hydration. So for all animals at all times, of course, hydration is very important. But in winter, there's some additional components that you may need to think about. Always make sure there's a fresh water source available and accessible to the pig, and make sure that it's not frozen. That's really important and something that's too often overlooked. So make sure it's something they can access, and a great way to ensure that your pig is going to have fresh water that's not frozen is to utilize something like this. It's just a plastic water bowl that has a warmer that you can plug in and slowly heat the water so you know it's not going to be frozen, and they always have access to fresh water. And it's often available or easily found at any kind of farm store, home store, like we are at here today.